What is up, guys? Scobie plays back with another Fortnite gameplay challenge for you guys. Today we are doing anime characters only, but they have to be lore accurate. So we are starting off with Saitama. Kind of his shtick is being the One Punch Man. So I decided to only use high damage items. That is going to be shotguns, and that is going to be the Cupid's crossbow. I couldn't find an actual sniper in this video. But let's hop straight into it. We actually go ahead and jump straight on this guy. We're playing super aggressive. Now, my goal with Saitama was to make sure to secure a victory. Saitama would not lose to these Fortnite guys. He is the One Punch Man. He's pretty much indestructible. So we do end up dropping this guy here pretty quick. And I barely have time to catch my breath before we have another player try and glide in on us. So I eat up some ramen really quick, try and heal up as best I can, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to shield bubble just to grab some more health without being in danger. It is the Master Chief. Now, some long-range pump shots, whenever you can't use assault rifles, that's kind of what you resort yourself to if you can't find the crossbow initially. Now, I do see him creeping up there on the left, so I jump on him. And we are going to take him out after a couple of well-placed shots. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the iron pump shotgun. I think it is probably the worst shotgun in the game right now. I think it's worse than the sovereign shotgun. And that is saying something. But we are going to heal up. We're going to eat some more ramen. And we are going to grab our first crossbow here. A little bit better of a chance. Now, we do upgrade the iron pump to a green. It's not going to help us much in this fight here. We have Brutus with the boss medallion on top of us and the mythic dual pump shotguns. And then you'll realize this guy's teaming. So he actually had a teammate with him. They were spraying me whenever I flew in. So just unfortunate, unlucky, but there's not much you can do about that. Now, in the second game, we do find some twin hammer shotguns right off the bat. We have someone dive on us here. Now, they are going to run away. But in true One Punch Man fashion, we're going to come down there. We're going to throw down some well-placed pump shotgun shots. And we are going to take him out. Now, I heard shots in this direction. And I see where a Kim K skin actually shockwaves over the house. We're going to hit her with two good crossbow shots. And then we are going to push straight in there. Ignore that Tiger Mask throw. It was not the best. But they are in the Flowberry Mist. She does shoot at us, so we land 1, 2, 3, 4 well-placed shots. We were kind of just blind firing into the smoke and hoping for the best. Now here, again, same story. We heard some people fighting. We decided to jump in on them, but I didn't know fully what was going on, so I didn't want to just run through the door and get immediately manhandled. So we do play it a little bit slow to start. Once we get a pretty good idea of where he is, we jump straight on him. Now, ignore the first 2 shots. The rest of them were fine. We do hear someone in the water above us. So we jump straight on him as well. Really good shots there. Now we see a guy creeping up on us. We hide behind a tree. He hides behind a tree. But a well-placed crossbow shot to start the fight. It's never going to end good for the other guy. And then in true anime video fashion, we actually see Yuji Itadori here. So we have got to take him out if we're going to be lore accurate. And with 3 good shots, we drop him pretty easily. That's lore accurate. There is no shot Itadori has against Saitama. Now here, the last 2 guys are fighting. We're in a top 3 scenario, and all I have is a, dual pump shotguns, and I've got a crossbow. So I decide I need to third party this and kind of play it slow. We land a really good shot on that guy there to start the fight. And he had a shield bubble for us, which comes in clutch here in just a second. And we missed grabbing a self-revive there. But we are going to get into zone. We've got zone to our back here. We're in a great spot. And that's when Billie Eilish decides she's got to push. And with 3 good shots, we take her out and grab our first victory royale of the video. Now, game 2, we go to Satoru Gojo. He didn't really have too many restrictions. I just thought it would be neat with the shield bubbles being in the game. We could kind of use those to act as his infinity. But other than that, weapon restrictions, we just used what we found and what we wanted to use. So in game 1, we do grab 1 elimination relatively quick. And then we grab another one in the same spot. Ignore that first shotgun shot if it's not the best placement on it. But we do end up dropping them nonetheless. Now we do find an AFK guy in this bush. We're going to go ahead and drop him as well. And then here, this was such a weird fight for me. So we see the guy, we hit him with a couple of shots in the air, and then he shockwaved straight away. So he shockwaved onto us really aggressively to start. And then as soon as he took a little bit of damage, he was out of there. So I'm on the hunt. I'm trying to track him down. Boo! He was hiding right there around the corner. I had no idea. Jump scared me, so I had to jump scare you guys. Now here we hit some sweet parkour. This is our second Gojo game, and we are going to hit some well-placed shotgun shots just to take that guy out. And we're going to aura form a little bit, so we're going to dance on him. Fly in. We find some people in one of the K-pop Demon Hunter bubbles. Now, I did not know you could do this, but this guy slide kicks me out of the circle. And then he tries to eliminate me. So I was not a huge fan of that. I was just trying to be buddies. You see the Bob is pissed. He wasn't expecting to do that either. And this pretty much sums up all of the Gojo games. You see we fly in here and we get eliminated by Cupid's crossbow. So it wasn't even the guy we were fighting. This guy hits the shot of a lifetime with the crossbow and takes us out there. And that sums it up. Now, third and final character, we do have Ichigo Kurosaki. Now, his was by far the hardest of the challenge. He only uses swords. Ichigo Kurosaki does not use guns. He doesn't use any type of weaponry besides his sword. So our initial game plan was to get in and try and find the K-pop Demon Hunter sword. Now, you can see here with our initial try, it did not go very well for us. We have no items. All we have is a tiger mask. And this guy's going to take us out with ease because we have no way to fight back. So we decided to swap it over to reload mode. I figured that would give us the best opportunity, but it was still tricky. That K-pop Demon Hunter sword is rare. So we go a couple games without finding it at all. Pretty much same story here. We are fresh off the reboot. We have nothing in our inventory. We're hoping for the K-pop Demon Hunter sword out of this care package, and we get a grapple hook and a bunch of green guns. So we are going to grab the grapple and try and skedaddle out of there. But we still get taken out by a guy on the roof. He was waiting on us. He heard us getting shot. Now we got some ramen, we got a grapple, and we get jump scared again and dropped. Now here is the point where I was just fed up with the challenge. I decided, might as well, I've got the Zanpakuto pickaxe, let's try and pickaxe some guys. So we do drop Rick Grimes there. I love Rick Grimes, but it had to be done. And we do find a mythic goldfish. So I think to myself, if I get a kill with this, I deserve it. We hear someone coming. There's only one point of entry. And we just kind of hold it and look at the door and we drop him. Now, this guy pushed me right off the bat. He came, he jumped to my building, threw down the K-pop Demon Hunter bubble, and he comes there and gets us. Now, in Ichigo fashion, we strafe, we chop, and we take him down. Ninja tries to creep up on us here. Same story. We are going to go at him full aggression mode, and we are going to pickaxe him. Takes us a while, but eventually we get him. We are hiding here. There are two guys fighting over there. One of them's a soccer skin. And I just thought this sport was funny because the Bob spawns on our head, giving away my location to everybody else in the lobby. So we're going to make our way up here. We see some loot. We see some gold loot and some mythic loot. So I figured that would be a good spot to check for the K-pop Demon Hunter sword. And all we find is a shield bubble. We do throw it down. Now, this guy killed us earlier on in the match, and he saw we had nothing. He read through our loot. We have no weapons, so he was just a chill guy, came and hung out in the bubble with us. But to kind of refrain from teaming, I do leave here. I don't want him helping me get the victory. But we do make a friend, which I thought was pretty cool. We have a buddy. I will not forget this kindness. Now, to honor him, I run down here and put myself in the absolute worst position I could be put in. I'm down here in the middle of Tilted Towers. No weapons, but I've got a jetpack. Shield bubble distraction. Run through here, but we see some footprints in the big tower. And we start getting absolutely chased. They want us bad. We try and use the jetpack to get out of it, but there is no directional control, so I'm just kind of floating in the air. And then I shield bubble down. I throw down as many of them as I can to give me time to dance, but Kakashi Hatake is going to take us out.